Hello guys, welcome to the first installment of my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be playing NBA 2K26. We're going to rebuild a random team today. Super excited for this journey, see where it brings us. So, start off by choosing a random team. We're going to stop in 3 and 2 and 1. The Atlanta Hawks. Now, the Atlanta Hawks did have a good offseason. You know, they brought in Kristaps Porzingis, brought in Nickeil Alexander-Walker, made a few deals. But now, unfortunately, Trey is injured. Maybe this year they won't go 41 and 41 like they have in years past. I do believe they are maybe a piece or two away from contending. So let's take it and see how it goes. LeBron James, no, you're not retiring. Love you, Bron, but that's not going to happen. We're also going to be playing this entire thing on on Hall of Fame difficulty, injuries on, all that good stuff. So let's take a look at this team right now. Due to Trey's injury, we got Dyson Daniels, Risa Shea Johnson, Porzingis, Keaton Wallace starting, Okongwu, Alexander Walker, all of them coming off the bench. All right, let's sim a little bit and see where we're going here. Not trading, don't like that. Trey Young has been fully healed. That is perfect. So now that he is healed, let's take a look. Now, the direction of the Hawks is frustrating because do we want to continue to try to build around Trey Young? Do we want to try to build around Jalen Johnson? You know, that's where it comes down to. So, Dyson Daniels, you're going to start over Nickeil because I like Dyson a lot more. All right, let's see how it's going to go here. And Trey Young is obviously injured again. That is just great. What picks do we own? We own just the one, the swap worst with the Spurs. So let's try to why. That's kind of why we don't really want to tank. It's just because the Spurs do have our first round pick, and that is going to be a little rough, especially if they can get a good high quality player. But for the most part, we're winning games. We haven't really made a lot of changes, or if any. All right, Trey Young is back. So now we're going to go to January 15th here and see what we can do. Okay, Risa Shea. Keaton Wallace is back. Okay, now we have lost a few games. 27-16, good for second in the conference. This is where it gets a little frustrating. Do we trade Trey Young? I say we go explore. See if there's better players. I like Tyrese Maxey more than Trey Young. There's players like, let's see here, Colin Sexton's out here, Lauri Markkanen, OG Anunoby. None of these I like. I like Jamal Murray more than Trey Young. Herb Jones. De'Aaron, I don't like De'Aaron more than Trey Young. Devin Booker, I like a lot more. We might end up doing that. I think he's a better overall player than Trey, can play a lot better defense. Want to give us this rookie Asa Newell. That's fine. I don't really think he was playing much anyways. Ooh, actually, I would like to keep him. Can we give you Muhammad Guy? I think. Luke Kennard for Grayson Allen. They're the same role player. Sure. I just feel like the direction of this team will go a lot better without Trey Young. So now we have multiple shooting guards coming off the bench, which is okay. Now let's see here. Let's take a look at some teams. Let's go to the trade deadline. See how we go with Book on the team as well. 1, 2, 3. Austin Reeves and Dalton Connect for Dyson Daniels. I like Dyson Daniels. Now, is he very good in the game of 2K? What's Reeves averaging? 16 points, 50, 38, almost 90. Dyson's averaging 9 points. He's averaging 2 steals a game, though. Austin's averaging 1. We get younger. He's on a 1-year deal. Our salary does go up quite a bit with this. I'm going to have to decline it. I like Dyson too much to really just try to trade him away for much of anything. We're not trading Kristaps for much of anything unless it's just a good offer. No. Perfect. Jimmy Butler. This would be a good win now move. Do I believe that we can win now? I almost feel like I do, but I wanna see if there's other options for Jalen Johnson, if any. I like John. I like his game a lot. I think he's worth every bit of that contract extension that he got. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker just got injured. Miles Turner, a little bit healthier version of Porzingis. I don't necessarily hate that trade. So we are at the trade deadline. Let's take a look here at some teams. See what everybody's feeling like. See here, we are contending at this point. They are selling. The Grizzlies are 21-29. Clippers are contending. Celtics are selling as well. See here, rebuilding. Nobody on the Bulls I would want. Nobody but Giannis is untouchable. Nobody I would want on that team except maybe VJ Edgecombe, but that's for the long term. Warriors are 31-20. Jalen Johnson, what kind of year are you averaging, man? So Bucks averaging 28. Porzingis is averaging 22. Dyson Daniels. Honestly, I think we could get rid of Dyson and maybe Jalen just to see kind of what kind of offers are thrown out there on the table. 2029 pick. We can go get a star in Evan Mobley. That might be an amazing win now move. Derek White's on here. Tyler Hero, Lauri Markkanen, Zach LaVine, OG Anunoby, Cam, Pascal. Since I want to win now, I'm torn between doing that Evan Mobley trade or this trade and moving Kristaps at the 4 and having just this ultra big lineup. I might end up doing this. Walker Kessler needs an extension. He's averaging 10 and 10, shooting 38% for 3. I have to do this. I like Lauri. I like everything else on there. And now, what we can do here, have Kristaps play the 4 where he originally started his career, have him play the 3, and play the 5, and then have Risacher start at the 2. His overall does go down a little bit. He is going to be playing out of position, but I honestly believe that he will be okay. And then how does the team look now? Booker, Risacher, Markkanen. That is a big, tall team. I like it. Easton Newell playing very good in his limited minutes. Honestly, I believe that does put this over the top as long as everybody can stay relatively healthy. Got the good defense, got the spacing, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker is back from injury as well. Just perfect. Beating up on the Wizards, the Blazers. Lost to the Bucks. Beat the Sixers 161. Booker had 38 and 10. Kristaps had 28. Markkanen had 26. All right, we finished the year as the 3rd seed. Jokic with the MVP. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. Day'Ron Sharpe won 6-man. Okay. Wembanyama defensive. Neemias Queta most improved. Giannis clutch. Chris Finch and Sebastian Walton. Oh, I forgot to check the All-NBA teams. That's okay. So who ended up being that much better than us? So we were 3 games back of the 1st seed. There was a tie. Okay, well, after the 4th seed, the entire conference just falls off a cliff. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 teams with 5 teams with a losing record make the play-in/playoffs. That's all right then. Well, simulate the play-in. Okay, so first round we were playing the Toronto Raptors. Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, Scotty Barnes. RJ Barrett looks to be out or on the bench. I believe we could take care of business. Game number 1, we win. Congo is barely injured. He'll be fine. Game number 2, we win. Game number 3, we lose. Game number 4, we lose. Game number 5, we win. And game number 6, we win. Cool. Playing the Hawks 2nd round here. I meant not the Hawks, the Cavs here. They got Garland, Mitchell, Strus, Mobley, Jared Allen. We could have traded for them. Game number 1, let's take a look here on where we're going here. Game number 1, we win. Game number 2, we lose. Game number 3, we win. Game number 4, we win. Game number 5, we lose. Game 7. Best 2 words in sports history is Game 7. We're going to simulate here and see where we're going with this. So we jump out. Good lead here. They're coming back and forth. They're up. We're clawing. We take the lead in the 4th quarter. And we have been eliminated. 120-128. Tough way to sim the first season. Anthony Davis, Evan Mobley. Anthony Davis wins. Let's see who's retiring here. LeBron, everybody, Kyle Lowry, Al Horford. Yep, everybody's retiring. That's okay. League meetings, rejected, rising stars. That's fine. Draft lottery, we didn't do terrible, so I don't believe that our pick that we have to the Spurs is going to be really worth anything. Let's see here. Jazz, Bucks, Pelicans, Suns, Thunder, Hornets, Kings, Blazers, Nuggets, Pelicans, Heat, Raptors, Spurs. I think it ended up being the 18th pick, if I had to guess. Or maybe it fell down to the 27th, right where we are. That's right. I don't really mind that. Head coach Quinn Snyder. We're going to fire him. Get Quinn Snyder out of here. Get Michael Stauffer in here. All right, perfect. And then NBA draft. Let's see who we can go pick with the 27th overall pick in the draft. Let's see, Tahad Pettiford, Alex Karabin, Floyd Badunga, Tomislav Isevic. So he's a point guard. Don't really want a point guard on the roster. Alex, 3-point creating point forward. I like that. We're going to get him out of Connecticut. Got a second round pick as well. Floyd Badunga's here. We'll take him, I guess. 6'8" power forward. Aaron Peterson went over 1 to Boston. Get them going. Risa Shea going to accept that team option. Number 1 overall pick in the draft. Excuse me. Qualifying offers. We know Walker Kessler needs money, but other than that, I don't really see any of these people coming back. I know we had Keaton Wallace on the team. Didn't play that good anyways. Just go ahead and try. What are some offers that we're seeing here? We're seeing 2 years, $50 million with a player option. We can beat that. Also going to give him a 4-year deal. He's a restricted free agent, so whatever offer he wants, we're going to have to match anyways. Player. Let's get you a flat deal. There we go. Let's see, where's that offer at? Yeah, 4 years, 91. That's fine, because at the end of the day, like I said, we are going to match that deal. All right, and then, oh, we forgot to re-sign Kristaps Porzingis. That's a huge blow to the team, but that's okay. In all fairness, I don't really think we would have needed Kristaps that much. We do have a big team as is, and we can move some pieces around. Let's take a look here. So we got Book, Risa Shea, Kessler, Marketing, Okongwu, Alexander. Oh, yeah. We got it. That's okay. Didn't really need Porzingis. Like him and all. Doesn't say how he wants to go back to Washington. Not going to hate on that. Let's take a look here. 2027 NBA draft. Start of a new year, new season with Book. Chris Paul wants to retire. That's fine. So we got Book, Kessler, Risa Shea, Marketing, Okongwu. I wish Okongwu could space the floor. He's not just the greatest shooter. Good mid-range shooter, not a great three-point shooter. Honestly, Nikhil, like him quite a bit. Just feel like we could find something better. Same with Grayson Allen. Wonder if we can find a good spacing 4-man or 3 to move. If we can move some pieces around here. Not seeing anything. I like the DeAndre Hunter quite a bit. What did he average last season? 13 on 45, 38. Whereas Nikhil averaged 48, 36. Let's just take a look at the roster, see if there's something that I can do here to make it look a little bit better. Small forward, power forward, small forward. So Booker, Walker, Risa Shea, Marketing, Kessler. Let's take a look. Go through a few games, see how we're going. Start off with a big win against Cavs. And as I say that, we're losing 3 in a row. Win 3 more. All right, this is a devastating blow. Lauri Markkanen is out with a broken right ankle. That is going to be very detrimental to this team. Let's keep going and see how we're going. Evan Mobley's the Cup game MVP here. As we're going on, I just want to thank you guys for sticking with me. Hopefully this isn't a horrendous video, but I think we're going to have a great time here, especially doing different teams, different rebuilds, and just seeing how we can go about the process. All right, January 15th, 24-29. 24. Let's take a look here. We are the 6th seed, 24-19 in this Eastern Conference. Knicks, Cavs, Magic, Raptors are all better than us. And the Heat, who the Miami Heat have? Are they the same team? They got Quickly, Mitchell. Tyler Hero's off the bench. They traded Bam? Nope, Bam's just injured probably. Paul George as well. Okay. All right, so as we're going on, let's go ahead and go to the trade deadline, which I think is February 2nd. If I had to remember correctly, let's take a look here, take a look around the league and seeing what we can do to just improve as a team in general. See here. All right. Let's take a look at every team. How are we all doing as far as a group goes? We're still the 6 seed, 29-22. So, okay, Team Intel. So we are buying. We are definitely a few pieces away from being a title contender. At least in my book. The Grizzlies, they are rebuilding. So maybe going to see if we can get a Ja Morant or Jaren Jackson Jr. to bolster this defense. Oh, they won't trade Ja Morant, but there is a hypothetical world where we could go get Jaren Jackson Jr. They are selling. So they want to get rid of players at their roster super old. They are buying Jaylen Brown. That's interesting. I wonder. They are buying there. They are title contenders, they say. I wonder what his trade value is. Jaylen Brown. 4.5 stars. It's going to be pretty difficult to pull that off, to be honest with you. If we did, I say we throw in Risa Shea, younger pick with Okongwu. We need to make up 20 mil. I don't know if we have 20 mil in cap. Just with a player. Grayson Allen. And give me Malachi Marino. Perfect. So then maybe if we do this, throw in a first round pick with 2 seconds. Does that get the deal done? No, that's okay. This is the best offer that we would have had there anyways. And don't really want to give up Kessler if I don't have to. Also do some trade finder. You know, there's nothing going on with it. Let's see if it's a reverse trade finder for Jaylen Brown. Nope, nothing going on for Jaylen Brown. That's okay. Anybody else around the league that I think that could be interesting in VJ Edge going for the long run? Is there a way we can get Porzingis back? That would be funny if we ended up doing that. Nope. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, no. Damian Toumani Kamara. Deni Avdija is injured. That does suck. Jalen Green, Trae Young. Now we could trade Trae Young back. That would be funny if we brought Trae Young back onto the team. There's just not a lot of pieces that I just feel like would take this team over the top. If anything, a better quality shooting guard is what I would definitely need. Let's see if there's any good. What about Jaren Jackson Jr.? You know, I thought about going after him, seeing if there's a world where we could get him. See if we could throw like Risa Shea on there. Need to make up 30 mil, so throw Okongwu and maybe Grayson Allen. Then they would just give me somebody small like him, Javon Small, and Bryce James as well. Does this straight up do it? It does. Perfect. So we do go ahead and get Jaren Jackson Jr., boost that front court, have Lauri Markkanen go back to the small forward position, where I think he does thrive, especially as an individual. Got Walker here to help with the spacing as well. Can't shoot that great. Let's see if there's another person we can kind of go after. Now that we have Jaren Jackson Jr., is there a way where we could flip him for another high overall player? Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler. Now we're just throwing realism out the window. I can't do that. I'm not going to trade for Steph. Man's going to fall off a cliff in about a year or so anyways. Well, let's see here. Any way to get Dyson back? No, not really. Any good shooting guys? All about Zach LaVine. He's making $50 million. That is a tough contract. Try to go over and lean on. Quentin Grimes is here as well. Honestly, I like that trade for us. Boost the front court as well. We don't have a lot of bench minutes. Shake Milton is here. Asa Newell is here. Aaron Holiday. Trying to look on some bench pieces. See if we can get some better bench depth going. So with everybody, we have no backup center. We got a better backup center, better backup point guard as well. Hugo Gonzalez, I'm a big fan of, especially on Boston. Jay Huff, we wanted to originally sign him. I say we trade for Jay Huff back. That takes care of backup center, backup point guard, backup power forward, backup small forward. I like that. There should be a nice little 9-man rotation right there. We're running an 11-man. Okay, that's not what I want at all. Run a 9-man. See how that goes. Perfect. That way our first round pick is still getting minutes. Aaron Holiday, Jay Huff, Ace in a wheel. Perfect. All right. I believe that move will hopefully help us win a ring. You know, obviously first season did not go how we wanted it to. Nope, we just made all of our trades. So let's simulate the rest of the season. And J Huff immediately gets injured. It's got to be something with Atlanta, man. Got to be something going on with Atlanta. He's okay. Deep 3 buys, thigh cramps. Yep, he's fine. All-star game. Yep, fine. Perfect. Lost LLL. In the seasons here, we have Victor with the MVP, Darren Peterson, Rookie of the Year, and Sixth Man of the Year. Wembanyama Depoy, Cooper Flag, Most Improved, Shea, Kidd, and all that. Anybody on the All NBA first team? Trae Young did, shooting 30 for the Phoenix Suns. Anybody else? Doesn't look like it. That's okay. Phoenix ended up being the 6th seed. We ended up being the 5 seed. So, facing Cavs, they did eliminate us last year. Let's see if we can get through them this year. Game 1, we win. Walker Kessler's back. Perfect. Game 2, Game 3, Game 4, and we've been eliminated again. This is not off to a great start. Thought with the Jaren Jackson Jr. move, we would be able to get something going. Obviously, it's not the case. Steph Curry, glad I didn't trade for either of them. They both ended up retiring this season. Perfect. Draft lottery. Do we have a first round pick this year? Pelicans, Rockets, Sixers, Hawks. I'm not seeing a single first round pick. That is not ideal. Nope, not a single draft pick. So now, I was going to accept the team option on him. Did Flory play at all? 2 points, 35%. Nope, that's about it. Qualifying offers, Javon Small. Nope. So this is the big free agency, right? You have Giannis, Jokic, Wemby, Donovan Mitchell, Cat, Durant, Irving, and we have money for none of them. None of it all. So let's take a long look in the mirror about this team, right? So we have 3 players on the roster making at least $50 million. Lauri Markkanen, we got to try to trade him. See if we can get Jaren Jackson a package with him to see if we can go for an absolute star and or picks. Evan Mobley, would really like Evan Mobley on my team instead of Jaren Jackson. Oh, wait, is he untouchable? But Jaren Jackson Jr. will also give you a first-round pick and Nikhil. I just have no tradable assets. That's all what it comes down to. A team like the Celtics, you know, they don't have a lot of tradable assets either. No, plans are retiring. So let's take a look at the team here. Lots of minimum contracts here. Need to try to get off of it. Lauri Markkanen's $50 million. See if there's a realm in which we can do that. Rudy Gobert, Jeremy Grant. Not a lot of people want him. Honestly, I'd take this Kelly Oubre trade and the Paul George and see if I can get rid of Paul George. Just because. You know, I don't really need Paul George on this team for any reason, especially making $60 million. Nobody wants him. Might just see if I can just cut him instead, just to get him off of here. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get rid of him, you know, see if another team will pick him up. Jaren Jackson Jr. just doesn't play that well, to be honest with you. I'd much rather take a different player. LaMelo Ball, Trey Mann, Keegan Murray, OG Anunoby. just really hard. There's not a lot of young pieces out here, and everybody's making an insanely amount of money. Brandon Ingram, De'Aaron Fox, Julius Randle, Grim Lopez, Chris Stapps, they take back. Honestly, I might end up doing that trade. Chris Stapps is 32. He's a little bit older. Last year, he did average 18 points, though. I don't know about that one. Anything with Devin Booker on here? I don't think so. Amen Thompson, Vichy Zubac. Could go younger in that sense. Almost. John Morant, Tyler Hero, LaMelo Ball, DeMontis, Franz, Brandon Miller. A good draft pick from the Nuggets. Zion, DeJounte. No, not really anything that just screams yes. Booker, Alex, Caleb Houston, Jerry Jackson, Walker Kessler. Let's see if there's anything out there that I can just get for, say, Walker Kessler and Asa Newell or Nikhil Alexander Walker. Nope, a lot of the stars are older. Not a lot of teams really want them. All right, we're going to go this season and take a look here. I'll let you guys know. Perfect. He is back. So now let's just take a look here and see if there's anything that we can do. Book, Kessler, all of them, I honestly, we need to try to get off of Jaren Jackson Jr.'s contract. Don't know if there's really anything out there that would make a lot of sense for us, such as the LaMelo Ball trade. I don't think that would be a good one. Let me see. Trae Young, De'Aaron Fox, Brandon Ingram, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones. That could work, especially two younger guys coming off the bench, averaging 12 points, 7 points. Might come back to that one, to be honest with you. Franz Wagner, young, nice player. Can't really shoot the three ball, though. 33%. Don't know if that's what we want. I'm going to go ahead and do this trade, the Trey Murphy and Herb Jones. We do have to give up our... averaging 15, though. 31% for the field. Let's go ahead and get rid of them. See where that puts us at least. Okay, much better. See if there's anything that we could get for, say, Trey Murphy and Khalil Ware. Nice young player with them. Here's Garland on there. Malachi Branham, OG Anunoby, Desmond Bain, Nick Claxton. Not really seeing anything, Let's see, is there anything for like a Walker Kessler sort of thing? I feel like we need another star. Jason Tatum, a Giannis. And we don't have the assets to do that. I'm going to go ahead and go here and just see how the team goes. We got 3 games before the trade deadline. If not, we'll have to chalk it after this season. So I'll see you guys later. We did miss the playoffs. Wembanyama MVP. Stefan Joksimovic, Rookie of the Year. Jaden Ivey, 6-man. Victor Depoy. Bennett Sturts, Most Improved. Jason Tatum, Clutch. Like I said, we did end up missing the playoffs. Oh, we were in the play-in. But that's okay. Got eliminated anyways. Clippers, Celtics. Clippers did win the ring with the Amen Thompson Lingham. So after 3 years, unfortunately, the rebuild is not a success. That's all right, though. Thank you guys for watching today. Maybe we'll come back to it and take another look. See if we can come back to this team. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.